I'm gonna keep this over here. Make sure it doesn't bug out again. And I might as well keep this open.
The temptation to mute Ace for like an hour is...
You can set up a mute for a specific time function.
Yeah, I know I can, but he will have a bitch fit.
Yeah, he messages you too. I never get messages because it's just how it is.
Yeah. It's giving Neon Bioshock. That's why. It's not even cool Bioshock, though. It's shitty Bioshock. It's missing so much. It's giving Bioshock vibes. It really isn't. It's just... like... What? Me?
I'm sorry, I laughed at the cat. I wasn't expecting the cat in our chat and the tag in.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna say a slur.
Sorry, I wasn't ready for it, so...
You good? But yeah, he's going all over this fucking game, and I just don't care. He's like, I love the art direction. It's the neon Bioshock vibes. I'm like, yeah, because it's basically the same as fucking Bioshock. Like, the premise. The, well, not the premise. The time frame, the technology, the crap. But Bioshock looked way better. And that's because, you know, big game.
Yeah.
Big money. And this thing doesn't fully release until 2027, so they have some fucking time. The Victorian sensibilities. Just bite me. You know who knows a lot about the Victorian era? Me. You know who's the one who doesn't get to play the Victorian era shit first? Not me. I'm still fucking mad at you, by the way. Took my fucking setting.
I didn't take your setting. I did not take your setting.
But you did.
But I didn't.
Sorry.
You can be angry all you want, but I didn't take your setting.
How did you not? It's literally Victorian steampunk. Two things that you don't like to do, and then you decide to do them anyway.
I borrowed your setting. I'm going to return it. It's called borrowing something Fawn doesn't do.
Wait. You two are the ones who know. I get it. I still love the fact that I'm complaining about it, even though I'm literally going to be kicking you out of it so then you can explore the rest of the world that is not Victorian steampunk.
Exactly, then why the fuck are you mad at me?
Because you took it. It was mine.
I didn't take it, I'm borrowing!
Now! I have to feel like that I have to do comparable, if not better, to what you made.
No!
There was no standard, now I have a standard.
No,
Welcome to Brightville.
Yeah, that thing.
Just got sent the game by Ace.
Yep.
Telling him I'm going to bed.
And you're just gonna just go.
It's not even a. You don't have a standard because I'm not even doing good with this setting.
I mean, you are.
No, I'm not.
You got all the art and shit and all the this and that and the
It's really fucking hard to find art of Victorian era shit that also compromises with a little bit of steampunk aspects.
Oh yeah, that's very niche.
Yeah. It's my niche. It's something that I fucking love.
Yes, and I
know. I get it.
I'm not doing good at it, and it's not going to be something I'm going to hold on to as like a top tier campaign. It is
honestly,
it's my Optia of this world.
Yeah. I'm just so excited that I'm literally going to be creating it, and then Ace thinks he's gonna be in it all the time, and then I fucking boot him. What'd you say?
I asked if that was Golden Guns.
Yeah,
yes.
Golden Guns.
Like, my niche is fantasy,
mixing
medieval
Art
fantasy.
Deco with Victorian sensibilities is a really interesting choice. Is it, though?
Hold on, I'm about to
It
do
really
something.
fucking isn't.
Ace. The ace.
Have you
wizard.
not seen BioShock? That's literally BioShock.
He just said I'm in love with the art direction, and then he asked me, "Do you remember the look of the first two BioShock games, like that Art
Yeah.
Deco style?"
Yeah.
He said, "But
that's
mix
the same
that
shit
with
he just fucking told
Victorian."
me!
Said, "But mix that with Victorian sensibilities."
I sent him an image, a message saying go to bed.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna say interesting. Sorry, I have an early day tomorrow. So, I'll check this out later. No, I'm not.
Damn, that means no D&D, so he's got an early day tomorrow.
Yeah.
Sad faces. Oh no. I'm now not on Discord.
No! Oh, Sydney's
no.
gone. Well, anyway, hey DM, where are we going for like the third time that I've asked?
Excuse me.
Oh, that sounded like that hurt, like it needed to come up.
No.
Sorry, that was also none of my business.
No, you're good.
So, upon choosing some compatriots to go with you, from what I've gathered, you want to take... Eerie wants to bring Agmos, Esther always goes with... Fawn has chosen Freja and Roy to go with this time.
We're doing Frasier. Oh yeah, because we're gonna beat out
Dog
the fucking...
and cat.
I would also very much like both of them to level up. Or get experience.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
I have-
fair. Or getting
I get to
weapon.
say this. Let me see who's what levels or what. Agmos is on
I know
level.
Nold is not.
Agmos is leveled. He's 12.
Okay.
Freja's 14.
Right, because she was with the more powerful person.
Roy is 16.
Damn.
I'm sorry. That's impressive.
So is this dick anyway?
If he's 16, he's higher than us.
Yeah.
Yes, he was 16 when you recruited him.
Hold on, Frasier is also higher than us.
Yes, but
Yes.
she was also with a level 20. Remember?
Okay.
You did
Oh,
smack
I
level
lo-
20,
I
like
love-
a sack of potatoes.
Yeah.
Well, he also wasn't the greatest, so...
No, he wasn't, which is why we fucking murdered him, and then we learned that he murdered her family, and I'm just like, this man dead.
Actually, yes.
This bitch
Yeah.
dead.
And he only did all of that because he's a racist fuck, and I'm like, nah, you know what? No.
He doesn't get to live anymore, actually.
Yeah, he doesn't get to live anymore, he doesn't get a gravesite, and he doesn't get his
head.
impressive anything. Yeah, and I took his head, and I gave it to Cord, and I'm like, hey, give me my shit. And then Cord went, okay, here's some of that, and I'm not gonna do anything else helpful for you. And then the Sage did more for me than, your bitch-ass dad.
This one is not my dad. I know that was Elsbeth's voice, but that's Sydney's immediate go-to. I need to,
Yep.
hold on. That's not my father. This one is not technically my dad.
I'm afraid he is your father, he's just young.
Well,
Have
to
you
be
ever read
fair,
the term young and dumb? I think
To
you
be-
might, given the situation that I can see between your children. Hey, and it's clearly not put like in a racial way. It's like, what the fuck is this one child and then two normal children?
technically Nevaeh has
Does
Nea
the
as
oldest
well,
one know
so...
how to wash its hair?
Does the oldest one know how to wash his hair?
I don't know. I wasn't allowed to raise them.
Nods slowly. And this was against your will.
I don't think if Nevaeh was genuinely asked that question, I don't know how she would respond. I think she would just start rumbling in her chest like lightning's about to strike.
Your father did the same thing before. Hit me. It amuses me.
Ugh. I truly think the two of them. I've thought about this since the beginning of the campaign. If Eerie and Nevaeh met, I truly think the two of them would become like best friends and unstoppable in the battlefield.
I think it would be Eerie being cautious at first.
I also do have to say, Eerie and Nevaeh will meet because we kind of retooled the finale to where you can swap on the fly.
Yes, that is true.
Which is wild.
Which I'm still probably not gonna do.
Swapping purely optional.
Yeah.
So I don't mess up any of your shit you've done. If I delete Fawn and put Mr. Pretty on, is it gonna mess anything up?
For what? On the map?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
No,
You just have to make sure to drag that to the next map, that's it.
Yeah, there's nothing, like, tied particularly yet to, like, combat or anything. Because this one doesn't have any of the combat plugins. That's straight old Contrad.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about keeping you guys in line for combat in this one, because you two are pretty much experts on
We're not
subject
cunts.
matter.
We also talk, and this party we tend to talk and plan and actually hear a person out before resulting to violence.
Yeah.
That's what I've appreciated about this party, anyways.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's
Who
really
else is
good,
on
isn't
this map? You are on this map.
Yeah.
Are you actually set up? You are actually set up. Nice.
I think Mushy did come with us this time.
Yeah, you can throw them on the map too.
I mean, if
also,
you're gonna be small, might as well have both of them. What's up?
Wepe does do
That's
animals,
right.
Sydney.
Oh, yeah. She does do animals. We don't know about kids still. I did bring it up to Alan since he's with Wepe more, but she does?
Yes.
Okay.
Kids in, like, a generic sense, not like a hurt, vulnerable, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah. Hey. When did your duck get here?
It's
I
never
accidentally
left.
dragged it
It's
first
never
before
left.
Mr. Duckers
It has
has
never
always
left.
been here.
I think that's everyone.
That was
on
when I
the
finally
map.
named him, by the way. I finally named him Duckers.
Duckers the duck. Cool.
Yeah.
You all land on the outermost city of Cudmanchia, Wiggenbury. It's very humid and hot. A nice place to get some bearing on what's all going on and to restock on some supplies. The houses are made of wood, wood, straw, and terracotta. Thank you, I was looking for the word. Built into the cliff sides, as you can hear the caws of different birds and the sounds of alpacas and llamas in the distance.
Art Deco is when it... Yeah, that's bullshit. Anyway, you continue.
I think Mr. Pretty is gonna fly over, and like one-handed grab the top of Mushy's head and pluck him from Freyja, and then move Mr. Pretty over to Agmos and put Mushy on like the bridge between Agmos's two horns, like right there between them, so that Mushy is secure.
Yeah.
And then Mr. Pretty will hang off of the end of Agmos's horn and drop onto Eerie's shoulder and say, that way we always have a track on him.
Do I have fun?
Yeah, you're
Mr. Pretty is... Mr. Pretty, I imagine that he's holding her in one arm, and he's flying doing this other part, because...
Okay. At one point, I had her. That's why I'm asking. Okay.
I mean, if you would like to have her instead of having given her back, Fawn does not fight. So
last I remember, I put her betwixt my tits.
Okay. Well, then that's where she is. Okay, Mr. Pretty's hands are free, but then he'll say,
Yeah.
still do the mushy bit.
Yeah. Just because that seems like a safe space, for one.
Yeah.
And for two, we don't need to worry about, like, you disappearing or something.
You do have little antlers poking out of your cleavage.
Cleavage, that's fine. I think Fawn is pleased by this, though, but not as much as she should be because she's very sad.
Mr. Pretty, having done that, then goes invisible.
Okay.
I feel like
he
don't
see Big's
need...
teeth. He sees big teeth somewhere.
I
What do
really
you
don't...
not need now, Agmos?
I don't need something to track me.
I think you do.
Especially not a spore.
Spa or
Well, she's gonna laugh, and then he's gonna say, dude, do you know how many spores you had on the inside of you? You're welcome, by the way.
Kiri's gonna roll her eyes a little bit, look over at... Oh my god.
Agmos is gonna put Mushy in his mouth. He's not going to chew. He's just gonna full on put him in his mouth.
Oh, you can just spore.
Yeah. I'm debating on if Mushy actually has a freak out, because the last time somebody ate him, he did. I'm trying to figure out if Mushy matured or not. I don't think that answer is yes.
Here's the larger issue, though. He was literally all inside Agmos not even 6 hours ago.
That's exactly my only catch up.
Yeah.
Is because he literally just said, I was inside of you already. And he just put him back. So I don't know. I think the process... I genuinely think the process of him picking him up and going to put him in his mouth is scary, but then he's like, oh, I've been here. This is fine. Yeah. As soon as he gets there. I think that's the process.
Okay.
I do still think that he spores, though.
Cool.
Ooh. Okay.
Close, motherfucker. I am just a mushroom. He doesn't benefit from fun. If he dies, he dies. Like, that's...
That's it.
Yeah, he has 2 hit points.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab Mushy.
Pry his jaws open.
I don't even need to pry his jaws open. I don't think he fully shut.
He did.
Oh, he did? Okay. You will open your mouth or I will rip your jaw open.
I do have a question.
I have an answer.
Does he have any more spores in here?
Probably.
What about the inside of his cheek? Is it fleshy enough?
No. And there's a hole where his nose is still.
Great.
He's gonna wiggle your way through his nose.
I think Mr. Pretty is gonna have decided, since he was put here, he's gonna go on reconnaissance, and he's gonna start wiggling his way to the back of his throat.
Oh.
Swallow me, motherfucker, I dare ya.
Agmos is going to keep Mushy in his mouth by just pushing his tongue against him to keep him, like, from going down his throat.
With Mushy farts.
Ooh.
That is his help action, though, so I guess he stays in his mouth, but he does fart in his mouth.
Opposed athletics?
Mushy doesn't have
a mushroom with no arms.
Yeah, but he's wiggling, he's wriggling, and so is the tongue, which I think is like equal athletics.
What is
athletic behavior?
Strength? -5 to strength.
Shit.
That's a 2.
I have a -5. Oh, did it not already calculate? Was that just a 7? Oh no, it's already there. I rolled a 12.
Oh no, it's there? Okay. Then yeah.
Well, damn. Oh well.
But still.
Yeah.
He'll just sit there Until help is given.
Again,
Actually?
like, what? Oh,
Headbutt. It's plus
headbutt
0
him.
to hit.
are you gonna headbutt?
Inside his mouth.
Yeah. Okay.
Right at his nose. Headbutt him.
I guess roll the hit.
I mean, isn't it an auto hit?
I'm inside of his body.
Like he's choosing to have it shut, so it's not like
Sure,
it's
it's one damage, so it's not going to do anything really. He's just going to be.
Yeah.
It's an 8. I do anything for you?
No, his AC's 18 technically speaking, but inside I guess it'd be a 10, so still miss.
Great. We're just gonna play that game in the background for a little while.
Agmas is just gonna clamp his mouth shut with both of his hands and start walking.
At least he's being tracked, I guess. I'm gonna look to Freyja and gesture over to Agmas.
You want me to follow him?
It would be very kind if you would.
Do I have discretion to drag his ass away if I need to?
Yes.
She's
Though
gonna crack.
Mushy must be kept safe, and is currently in his mouth.
Cool, anywhere but the head. She's gonna just crack her knuckles and start following Agmas.
Gonna look to Puppy Dog.
Oh, there's Mr. Pretty.
You found Mr. Brave?
On the map.
Where the fuck?
He blends in.
He's at the castle.
Oh, he's at the castle?
Yeah,
Look
he
at the
blends
archway.
in right here.
Oh my Christ, yeah. Damn, okay. He found
I found
Big
that
Ass Tooth.
I found that perfect hiding spot, and I was like, that's where he's gonna be for a second.
It's fine.
So, what? Gather supplies, talk to locals, sing song and dance?
Essentially. Uriel just waved to this guy who just kind of saw us go off in different directions. The Azamar? Question mark?
The Azamar will wave. Are you all lost?
No, not
Absolutely.
lost. She'll walk over. Is this one of the cities that has a sage?
Are you asking him that, or are you just asking me that?
You that, because I'd know that.
The city that has the sage is further in. It is Cudmanch.
Oh, right, Cudmanch. So this is the outer skirt.
This is outer. You're also
Right.
looking for information about Ezekiel.
Right.
The Cudmanch, yeah.
Just a question, really. You haven't happened to see any Ezekiel in your town, have you?
Yes, we do have one.
One here. She
Yes.
gestures to
In town.
she'll just straight blink at him for a minute. Like, she expected this to be a joke. And they are...
They're further up at the farm.
Damn!
What do you mean, damn?
Do you see the size of that? I don't even know what it is from this angle.
Yeah, baby, it's an
Alpaca?
alpaca!
That's
Yeah,
an
An
alpaca.
alpaca? That's
Yeah.
as big as the house.
Yeah.
Is that how big an alpaca is?
No, they're magical.
Like an
No.
actual?
No.
No,
Okay.
God, no,
No.
no.
I thought I was having a realization. I thought I was suddenly realizing I was terrified of alpacas.
No, an alpaca is about the size of a sheep, honey.
Oh my god. Okay.
These
So
are
the map.
magic ones. Yeah.
These
No,
are these
they're-
are magic alpacas.
magical alpacas,
Yeah.
baby.
These are magical alpacas.
Okay, I'm so sorry for having a moment. I was like, oh my god, is that actually how big they are? I was having a. I'm sorry, please continue.
Yeah, that's a blonde moment. I love you.
I'm so sorry. I was about to say it, but I didn't want to do that myself.
I was about to say, you also had this realization the last time we were on this map when I gave you like a
I
little
just
bit
think
of
it was a
shield.
sheep. I think it was a sheep. Yeah, it was this dude
Yeah.
up here.
Yeah.
It sure was.
Yeah.
Sorry, please continue.
You're good. Yeah, cool. Uh, hmm. Yeah, it doesn't make sense though. That roll doesn't make sense though, so I'm not gonna follow it. Sholjit. Right, I told him to go off and do whatever. Fine, he can go off and do whatever.
Yeah, he didn't even follow the road. He just started climbing the fucking wall.
Okay. I guess off we go. And she'll take Esther's hand and just continue walking.
Do you
She could-
even know where we need to go to find your friend?
It's not my friend. Calling them a friend would be bold, since I don't know them.
Excuse me.
Sorry, your people then.
I don't think he's my people either. Or they? She? She just follows the path that T pointed down, which is the center path. Just like, look over at this business, not concerned about it, keep walking.
Agmos is just actively just holding his, like, the hole where his nose is closed, so so Mushy just doesn't get out.
But she keeps headbutting him, I think, over and over, trying to get through his nose, and then he's like, ha ha, very funny, let me out. I'ma wiggle out like a boogie, just let it happen, dude.
Over my dead body, you little mushroom bitch.
I'm a bitchette.
I think, how petty does he want to be? Not that petty, we're not there yet. Apparently, Mushy has matured. Oh, thank you, Dice. We're gonna try again. Let's actually do a headbutt. Yeah. 16.
Ooh.
I think Mushy
I think-
headbutts hard enough to, like, push Agmos' hand out of the way so he can just wiggle out.
I like to imagine that he just droops from his nose like a booger and hits the ground, and he bounces because of his head cap.
Yeah. Bumbles
Easy
bounce.
Are disgusting.
You're the one who put me in your mouth.
I think Mushy just smiles, and then he bows a little bit. Thank you, sir.
How petty. Not petty yet.
Nope. So, are you gonna pick me up now since I'm down here, or and he starts hopping over to his foot?
Agmos just gonna start walking away. I don't
what
need
bridge
you.
Is there?
Fraser will walk over, pick up Mushy, and put Mushy on her shoulder.
He smiles. Hey, pretty lady, thanks for the ride.
Please don't call me pretty lady. You're a mushroom.
Understood, ma'am. I apologize.
There's no interest I have in it, in any of that. She's gonna start following Agmos more. Such a
Did that guy
weird
have
little
wings
mushroom.
back there?
Yes.
Yeah, the Zekio?
I think he like spins
Oh, that guy. Yeah,
to turn around and look at him. It'd be nice to have wings.
Why, so you can spore everywhere?
He turns and glares at Agmos and he says, No, so I can catch up to that fucker.
Do you want me to throw you at him?
When she quickly shakes his head, he'll say, "That'll hurt me more than you think."
I mean, it'll be okay. I won't throw you that hard. Fraser will slow to a stop and look at the alpaca. That is a large animal.
No, they're just magical.
I'm getting to that Zekiel before he does. End of story.
How are they magical?
He just tilts his head because they're huge.
Because
Right?
of my magical fae powers. I know.
And then he squints, and then I'm really sorry. We smoked a lot before we left. I'm still feeling the effects, I think. I'm not helping. Is that a magic sheep? Is that an alpaca? What are we seeing? Why is it wearing a skirt? Why is it wearing a skirt?
I think you're high, Mushy.
That's great. Are you high, Fraser?
No, I didn't take any.
That's sad. You're not a kitty cat anymore. That's awesome.
It's because I took a long nap and it calmed my system down, so I could now put my arm back on instead of walking around topless, in fur.
Interesting. Do you still know you're topless if you're covered in fur?
Huh.
I ask because I don't have fur. I don't know what it's like.
Oh, you also don't wear clothes.
He looks down. Oh shit, I'm naked.
But are you?
I think you're always kind of naked.
The
Am I
implication
naked
of
or
naked
am I just
means...
exposed?
Mhm.
I
I
mean,
think the implication of naked is showing genitalia.
definition
I'm not
of naked. A person without clothes.
Oh. Yeah,
Interesting.
that's basic.
Being without clothing or covering.
Is Mushy a person? No. I don't think he is. I don't think he counts as naked then. Hold on, I'm pulling his character sheet up. He's a fae. Oh my god, he's actually not. What? Hold on. Hold on. That has so many implications. He's not just a mushroom. Technically, he's a fae. This is actually a creature of the fae. He's a person. Wow, cool beans.
You realize Mushy was Fae.
I
I mean, Font technically
really,
created
truly
him,
did.
so it would make sense he would be Fae.
Aw, he's my first creation.
We kill him.
I would cry. I think Sydney would actually cry. I would understand because he has 2 hit points and I keep putting him in the worst shit. But
Okay, so would you cry harder if Mushy died than when you cried when Arya died?
no, not a bit.
Not a bit, okay.
not a single bit. Compared to those two, no. I would not cry for Mushy compared to those two.
Excuse me. I had to yawn real quick. Frasia's gonna set, like, Mushy on her head. What is it like to be a mushroom?
He squints and looks down at her hair and says, and he bumps his cap to her hair and says, "Hair twins."
Because it's
Cool.
red.
Yeah, that's cool. I haven't been this close to you yet.
You truly are a high mushroom.
Thank you, my lady. Better than a low mushroom.
Huh?
I'm not going to hurt you, but never say that again.
Did I say something offensive?
No, that was a terrible pun. You know it.
Oh, okay. Good. I was really hoping I didn't offend you. Okay.
No, if you offended me, I would have fed you to the alpaca.
I think he screeches, but that won't pick up on my mic, so I'm not gonna do it. But he screeches a little bit, and then he says, I'm sorry. Please don't do that. They will chew.
You know who else chews? Lotto.
He shivers a little bit. I've woken up in the middle of the night with him licking the top of my head just to taste it. Just to see what I tasted like. That's it. And then he'd lay back down and go to sleep. Fawn doesn't know I don't tell her these things. That deer scares me. He's too smart for his own good.
You know what else is too smart for their own good? If I gave you to one of those shadow creatures. Because I don't think they'll mind.
He looks, like, tilts down to, like, try to see her. Why shadow creatures?
I don't know, that's the thing we seem to be fighting a lot of.
We're trying to stop them.
I know, but we don't actually fight any actual people from what I've seen. It's always been shadow creatures or shadow creatures disguised as people.
Yeah.
We don't kill people,
that about
right?
sums it up. Well, I don't, besides your dude, I don't think so. Not really.
That was just a bad person. I mean, we just don't kill to kill people.
Oh, but she nods. He said, dude, bad people, yeah, but, like, not just for the... Listen. There's a lot of nonsense killing that I've experienced in my life.
You're a mushroom.
And before that, I was another mushroom. And before that, I was a fungus on a tree. And before that, I was some kind of moss hanging from a tree. And then before that, I was a mushroom. But I originally got back up into the tree because a bird took me there, and then I decomposed up there, and then I joined the tree, and then I grew from the tree, and then I fell to the ground, and then I lived as a mushroom for a while, and then Fawn finally found me.
And you're still a mushroom.
Yeah, I'm a mushroom. But do you know how many decades of decomposition I've gone through and stories I've heard from the Feywild amongst the forest I lived in?
No. I don't.
We're not the bad guys. I've seen bad guys. We're not bad guys.
I just want to make sure. And I don't...
How about this?
Hmm?
If we ever become the bad guys, I promise I'll say something.
Okay. I'll trust you.
I might not always look like this, but I plan on being around for a while.
Now, see, you just jinxed yourself. Now the world's gonna target you because you said that.
He somehow shrugs for what a mushroom can shrug. It's the cycle, isn't it?
I would hope not.
Well, I mean... It's gonna claim you one day. There's no sense fearing it when it's gonna happen. You're just gonna be put back into the world. One way or another. Who knows? Before I was in the ground and then came up as a fun guy. Maybe I was a fun guy in real life too.
Oh, that's terrible. She's going to just open up her armor, put Mushy inside, and just close it.
He starts cackling.
I've had enough of your spore puns tonight.
It is still the daytime.
It feels like an entire day's gone by.
All right, I'm still taking him out, and he's just gonna wiggle in, and he's gonna fart and give her the help action for whatever the next thing she needs.
Great. She just lost out of Agmos, so she's just going to try to find a way. What is Mr. Pretty doing? Because I see him just hanging out there.
I think just
Huh? What?
It's fine.
No, what?
No, it's fine.
Just say it.
He's alone!
Yes, she lost track of him because she was talking to Mushi.
Mushi.
Yeah.
What?
Nope, that's it.
She had one job and she lost him?
Yes.
Well, she has to get to high enough elevation to find him, so... Cool.
Mushi, help.
What is Mr. Pretty doing while I roll her that perception real quick?
Wild. I think when he went invisible, he flew up and then flew to the highest point. So I think he's been sitting just watching the town, if I'm being honest. This is typically what he normally does. He normally goes and surveys things to make sure people are safe and reports back to Fawn. That's what he does. So he's still going to do what he normally does, even though he doesn't have someone to report back to right now. So he's going to go up. And I wonder if he would possibly see Agmos.
You can give me
By
perception.
chance, sir? From up here, since he has just been watching.
I think Mr. Pretty starts... No, Fawn... Eerie has Fawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eerie has fun.
Hopefully it's good. It's not that great, but...
I think Mr. Pretty can see Agmos walking up to someone who is not paying attention to their surroundings.
Great. His little wings aren't that fast, but he does have magic, I think. I just never let him use his stuff. No, he doesn't. Yes, he does. I think he puts his hand up next to his mouth and both of his ears pin back, like flap over, to plug his ears with his own skin. And he says, Frasier! And his voice echoes down to her, and he's like, oh shit, and he flies a little closer. And then to still be heard from up here, he says, he's that way. I'm not fast enough. There's someone alone.
Frasier turns, sees Agmos where Mr. Pretty's pointing. Oh, I'm not fast enough either.
Shit. Do I have another spell as Mr. Pretty? You have Mushy. Does Mushy have spells to help with this? No. Mushy's got farts and that's it. Okay, cool.
I'm gonna see something real fast. Another 2. Cool. She's gonna just pull Mushy out, who's asleep, and she's going to wind up to throw him.
Shit. Okay, well, Mr. Pretty's gonna have to fly after him now. Regardless. Mr. Pretty has a flying speed of 60. He's gonna dash.
cool. She throws Mushy.
Great.
I'm gonna say
Okay, I can get to that.
that's about the
Alpacas.
distance.
Great. I think Mr. Pretty is gonna first catch Mushy. As Mushy screams flying across the air. Mr. Pretty's gonna get Mushy. And I guess we gotta wait 6 seconds before I dash again.
No, you can go ahead.
Great, cool beans. Another 120. I think Mr. Pretty is going to grab Mushy, and then the two of them appear on this sheep, and he says, "Hey Toots, look out, please." And then he goes invisible. So it
Mr.
looks
Pretty
like it
says
sounds like it comes. Yeah, it sounds like it comes from the sheep because he goes invisible and says, "Hey Toots, look out."
She's gonna look at the sheep and just like rub her eyes for a second. I really must be running out of sleep nowadays.
Turn around. The sheep technically says it again.
She'll turn around, look directly at Agmos. You're a demon. Interesting.
Good job, Captain.
No fear? Nothing. He's gonna walk up to her. Boo, I'm a demon. Really, no reaction from you. I don't see what the big deal is. You're not that threatening looking. You also don't smell terrible. And my alpaca is not going to be angry with you around, so I don't see the point of being scared.
If the alpaca ain't worried, bitch, you ain't scary.
These are magic pacas. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but it's still an animal. An animal catches a vibe of a person way faster than humans do.
No. I was agreeing with you. I was ganging up against Agmos.
Hell
Sorry.
yeah. No, you're
She's
good.
gonna go over to the alpaca and just start petting its back and see Mushy.
Hello.
I would die laughing if she proceeded to scream at Mushy, but that doesn't seem right.
Hi. Mr. Pretty has
Hi.
climbed onto the top of the alpaca's head, and he's like, shit, I've lost the mushroom. Abort. It's time to leave.
She's gonna slowly reach out and carefully grab Mushy in her hands.
He's gonna say, please don't squeeze. It's unpleasant.
Why is there a talking mushroom here?
I was thrown. I'm so sorry. I'm not supposed to be here.
If you didn't talk, I would have probably fed you to Alfred here, but
Well, when we made eye contact, I thought you thought it would be weird if a mushroom with eyes didn't speak, so I said hello. And then I was like, I don't know how you're cool with this, but that's fine. You were cool with the demon, so. And then he's gonna look over and say, hey, Agmos. Funny, I found you again.
please feed the mushroom to your alpaca so I can
He's gonna
no
look up
longer
at her.
deal with him.
I'm sorry that is my demon been bothering you?
Well, he seemed to be sneaking up on me for some reason, but
He's
you
gonna
know.
look over at Agmos and say, bad.
Bad.
I mean, I take in an assortment of people who don't have a place to belong, so a demon's like not the rarest thing I've seen.
Mushy looks at her. You're not a deer. You're not a satyr woman. What is happening? What did you just say out of your face?
I have a farm where I let people stay when they don't have anywhere else to go.
Oh, that's cute. We don't got nowhere else to go. And he smiles.
I guess, do you want to stay at my farm till you figure out your way?
You're very kind, my lady. There's. He looks down. He says, "I don't have fingers. I can't count us." He looks back to her. "Can I borrow your fingers?"
Sure. She's gonna just hold out her hands.
Okay, he's gonna look at her hands. There's me.
She'll put down a finger.
There's the demon.
She'll put down another one.
There's the reason your alpaca talked.
She'll slowly put down another finger.
There's the woman that threw me.
Okay.
There's the king and the queen.
The king and queen of what?
Our castle.
We don't get royalty that comes through here. Typically ever.
Oh, they're a big deal. Then there's the puppy. And then there's my mama.
Okay, so that's like 6 of you.
We could not impose. I just thought it would have been nice if you actually offered, and you did. So thank you. You get brownie points for being a good person.
I mean, it's either be a good person or subject yourself to cruel cult nature.
What do you do here in this Cudmanchia?
Oh, we're a big farming area here. Until you actually get to the main city, then that's where all, like, the magic, the artifacts, the books, the universities and libraries are.
He clears his throat. Apologies, madam. We have not. I'm mushy. He bows his head, and his head is a little bit too heavy in that moment, and he leans a little bit farther forward than he's supposed to. My bad.
You were fine. So, you're Mushy, he's Agmos, and you said there was the reason Alfred talked.
He looks over. Yeah, but he's invisible right now.
Can you
I'm
nod
not
your
allowed
head
to
to where
talk
he
about
is?
him. He looks directly at the head of the sheep. At the alpaca? Excuse me.
She'll point a finger and cast Dispel Magic on him.
Interesting. I don't remember if it's magic or if he just can turn invisible.
She will try anyways.
It is magic. So, Mr. Pretty will, I guess, pop out.
Oh, it's a tooth fairy. Oh, he's still there on my screen. Now there's 2 of them.
What?
Yeah, there was 2 of them for me. Now there's 1 of them.
Whoops! I think the biggest his eyes have ever been. He is. Wide-eyed looking at this woman that just called him a tooth fairy.
I've seen only a couple of you.
You've seen his kind before?
Yes, they have one in the library in Cudmanch, and then I saw another one in the Wild Ones.
Interesting. Ma'am, I would like for you to meet our king and queen.
Do you know where your king and queen are?
He looks around. No. But we'll get back together eventually.
Is that how that
They're here
typically
somewhere.
works?
Yeah.
Let me do
Yeah.
this. She's going to like reach into her bag and like wrap herself in a like an herb harness. Would you like me to carry you?
He nods. Yes, ma'am. Yes, please. Very much so.
She'll lightly
He's in love with her.
she will lightly put Mushy into one of the slots where like herbs would be like fastened securely to where they don't move.
I think he inhales and then just burrows himself down a little bit. An herb pocket.
She'll look directly at Agmas. If you hang around with these people, you're not a very scary demon at all. And she's going to just smile and lead the alpaca with her.
Come on, Alan, make it move.
I can't make a move, sadly. I have no control over the alpaca.
I know, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Agmas is going to just take a deep breath, breathing out just necrotic air, before just following alongside the alpaca.
Mr. Pretty is sitting backwards on the alpaca watching Agmas.
He's giving Mr. Pretty just like the biggest glare. Like, do not fucking talk to me ever. Frasia's going to like start chasing after where Mr. Pretty was thrown, like sliding down the rail. Not Mr. Pretty, Mushy. First off, am so sorry that Agmas was harassing you, and she'll look to where Mr. Pretty burrowed. Oh, and he's fine. Okay. Sorry, Mushy. I was not going to be able to actually run over fast enough to stop Agmas from doing whatever he was doing. Some fucking...
All she hears is a deep inhale.
He's good then. Okay. She'll just quickly shake the lady's hand. Frasier, I'm in charge of Agmas for the time being. And I apologize if he made any rude or snide remarks to you. No, he's not very menacing. He's just here. And more performance anxiety of not being a full demon? Or lacking the power of one?
She called your power small.
Keep talking, you overgrown mushroom cap. I'll put you into a nice soup to eat later.
He's in a pocket. He would not threaten that right now. Never mind.
Additional help farts. We were going to find what the mushroom said is the king and queen. Oh, that's Eerie and Esther. They were pointing into a direction of a farm, and I was looking for him, so that's my job done. Oh, then they're probably going to meet us at my farm then. I can show you the shortcut, that way we get there faster. I think there was also a dog, but if you think she's gonna look to Mushy, do you think the dog will find his way too?
Mushy looks around. The tooth fairy's gone. He'll find us.
Okay. Then we'll take the shortcut. They will start proceeding to the left road.
This one's pretty.
Which one's pretty?
The purple wings.
Oh, that one?
The colors on that one is insane. Cute.
Roy's gonna look down at Esther and Eerie. Is there anywhere I need to go? Because a lot of people here seem like they're just farmers or tending to alpacas. Tori?
Hi. I
Hi.
heard alpacas.
Oh. Do I need to do anything because everyone seems to be tending to their alpacas and farming?
Oh, you're just gonna stare up at him. I don't fucking...
Can I come with you?
Okay, you get to stay down here with Esther.
Cool. He's gonna jump.
Does he die?
Roy motherfucking sea
Hey,
bastard.
can I intercept this? I have wings.
Yeah, give me an acrobatics or athletics to catch this dumb dog jumping off this this cliffside.
I think Mr. Pretty also gets in
Athletics.
there
What?
Or
in time to
acrobatics.
watch the jump.
Athletics.
You
Thank you.
see
How-
him like jump and you just like grab him mid fucking air, bridal style
you.
carry him.
Down, set him down, grab his snout, and then make him look eye to eye with me and go, "Why did you think that was a bright idea?"
Mr. Pretty dives off the edge of the cliff down to the and freezes.
Because I knew you would catch me? Because we're a part of the same group?
Is his tail between his legs?
It is.
Okay. Is he like, I thought I was gonna be really cool, and then I wasn't, and I'm embarrassed?
Yes.
Can we not talk about it?
Please don't mention the study one. Ever.
I'm gonna look down at Fawn, who is betwixt my breasts, who had to get jostled quite highly in order for this to happen. Him almost killing himself does seem like... a worthy
The problem
interception.
is, I don't know. I don't think Fawn is present right now.
That's fair. She just
that
like,
makes-
oh, we moved. Okay.
I think that her head just rolls. As sad as that sounds, I think that's what happens for a second.
Yeah. She's gonna let go of his snout. Gonna keep you two together, point at Esther, and say, stay here.
Esther will nod. I'm not gonna let the dog out of my sight.
Good. I thought he would be fine on his own, and I was wrong.
At least you caught her.
It was a lucky thing.
It still was, and it was pretty amazing.
No, not look. The dog's just like still like, I don't want to talk about this anymore.
He's pouting.
Yeah, he's pounding. Cool. Okay. I don't want to do this. And then she'll just start walking. Until she gets, I think to, here.
Okay. You walk up to this Azamar.
Yeah,
He
is an
looks...
Azamar.
He's an Azamar.
Just bored out of his wits. Wait, where was I actually pointed to? So I was pointed to up here.
Yeah, you just follow this path.
Oh, I just followed this path. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you were going the right way. You thought this was Ezekiel.
I can't see it, Alan.
I sent the picture.
All I saw was... Wait,
apologize.
yeah, that picture is still super small.
I
Oh, because
apologize.
it didn't zoom in correctly. It's fine.
He looks over to Eerie.
Here, you'll give a polite wave.
Sorry, this is a restricted area.
Restricted because...
He'll reach into his armor, pull out like a piece of parchment. This is the last standing ancient temple of one of the prior sages. It is to not be disturbed or opened by any outsiders, on behalf of the University of Cudman.
Yuri's gonna stare at him and go, I was just informed that there's Ezekiel inside of there.
Oh, the Ezekiel that passed through here.
Which
Yeah.
somehow got past you.
No, he's permitted to go in and out. He's not here. He's at the farmstead he calls his home for the time being.
She's gonna deflate and look pissed off. Okay. Where's this farm?
Go back down the stairs, continue following the stone path all the way around back, keep going straight. Once you hit the smell of alpaca shit, you've come to the right place.
Slow nod. Pleasant. Thank you. Just, that's it. She just leaves.
Esther looks to Eerie. Not the right place.
She'll shake her head no. We have to go to a farm.
Okay. Well, that shouldn't be too bad then.
Which is the opposite direction. And apparently we will know we're there when we smell nothing but crap.
Oh, what a good description.
It does sound like a farm then.
She'll nod. And they'll just get walking, I guess.
Cool. I added no nothing to this other map. Great. What the fuck did I do that entire time? Alright, 1 second. Let me move tokens to the map because apparently I didn't do that prior. Go me.
How long does my wild shape last? Actually, I don't know that answer.
Mechanically, I'm not quite sure.
D&D 5e. How long do wild shape last? I know that's a thing in the book, but I can't find my PHP right now. Apparently.
I think it's like some
Level 4 for 2, a level 6 for 3. And it goes up for levels. Okay, so I need the images. That is not what I was looking for. Ah. half your druid level. That's what it is.
Cool. That's the
When it's been 4 hours, would you let me know?
from your last wild shape.
Yeah, from when I turned into a hummingbird.
It'll be 4 hours by the time you get to this farmstead.
Yeah. Does that mean you're gonna bust out of my cleavage?
I think Mr. Pretty looks at his wrist like he's looking for a watch. There's nothing there, and he nods, he says, it's about time. And he reaches his hand down, I'm sorry, and plucks Fawn up by the antler and tosses her as she turns back to herself.
That's better than denting my armor, thank you.
He nods. Sorry for crossing a line if I did. And then he'll fly over to Fawn and sit on her shoulder.
To be fair, he wasn't feeling. He went antlers, done.
Yeah, he wasn't copping a feel.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say when like everyone's walking, by the time Fawn has to turn back, they have caught up with the alpaca, Agmos, Freja, and the lady.
Oh.
And she'll turn to like hearing their like footsteps and hear Fawn like land on her feet. Are these your friends? Freja looks back to them and just waves. I see we've all caught up.
It seems so.
This nice lady said we can stay with her for a bit, and I think Mushy likes her too much.
Ira's gonna immediately look around for Mushy. Where is Mushy?
And she's not afraid of Agmos.
I mean, he's not anything terrifying.
And she's seen a tooth fairy before.
Oh.
That was why I didn't answer. I'm sorry. I didn't know if you could see him.
I'm gonna pause at that one and... No, I didn't look to Mr. Pretty, because I know it wasn't Mr. Pretty.
Mr. Pretty shakes his head. And then shrugs.
Not...
Somebody else. In the wild.
Well, like, even out to, like, reform with the rest of them. I suppose you've had your fair share of adventures.
I have been everywhere in this world.
That's an odd way to put it.
Because there's other worlds out there. We just don't have the means to grasp them yet.
I need... Iri knows there's other worlds. Good. So, I imagine you are not from this plane?
I am.
But you still are aware of the existence of other planes?
Yes.
What does her ears look like?
She's human. Enough studying in time can tell you that.
You know what? That's fair, because they didn't bother to study it until they were in it. So, she'll just, like, give up and shrug and then nod. Yeah, that's actually fairly fair. With the Feywild and all of that, why would it just stop there?
Yeah, my friend in the basement tells me many things about where he's from.
Friend in the basement?
Yes. The house here is built on a crypt.
Ah, will we be meeting this friend?
It's up to you.
Okay.
Joe looked dead at Eerie for a second longer. You are the second Zekiel I've seen this month.
What's in her glasses? Her glasses gotta be magic. Why is she reading us like books?
No, I am a fucking Zekiel. I got wings, my dude. Like, I can't hide it.
No, I know. But it's not just you. She's been making comments about everybody and just general. Oh, I've seen this before. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
This woman seeing everything?
You mean
Heck yeah,
aside
okay.
from the one that seems to live here?
Sorry.
You're fine.
The one who's staying here for the time being.
She'll nod.
Yeah, besides him.
Wait, so there's a third?
Yes, I've seen Alvar, who's staying here. I've seen another one who went to go to Cudmanch. And now I've seen you, so that makes 3 so far.
Gonna stare at this lady, gonna look at Agmos. Gonna smile. Wow. Really good at tying up loose ends, huh?
Agmos already just looks defeated.
So big and bad are you. Okay.
Mushy has said you all needed the place to stay for the time being.
Mushy crawls like out of his head, and like I imagine his red cap pops out of her pocket.
Yeah,
and then he wiggles his eyes up to see, and he goes very muffled. Oh, that's a king and queen, huh, guys? How you doing?
just start giggling because this is the first time that, it's not someone's skull that he went out of.
Oh, so you're the king and queen.
And then he nudges her and says, "My lady, you should bow."
No.
She's going to do like this old style regal bow.
Like one that Eerie would be very common with?
Yeah.
Which she's never seen before, aside from when she was in the Shadowfell.
Yes.
When Eerie, goes to no, she'll stop and she'll stare. Where did you learn that?
From my friend in the basement.
I don't like that. We need to go see this friend in the basement.
Yeah, I think the friend in the basement has officially trumped me wanting to meet this Zekiel, as bad as that sounds.
He told me all about the Zekiel culture here before I even went to go see the ruins, and before Alvar came to my homestead here.
And why would he do that?
He tells me lots of things. He tells me about here. He says there will be a child of lightning. He says there will be a red bird. He says a lot of things that doesn't make sense at first.
Okay. How long have we been here for?
Where?
Here.
This city?
How long did it take us to get here? Yeah, did it take us a significant amount of time to get here?
I don't remember how long.
So it only took you flying to this outskirts half a month. So a week and a half to 2 weeks.
Right, but I'm talking about us walking into this city amount of time.
Oh, it's just only been a couple hours.
Okay. So we're not even tired or anything.
No,
This
you
is
literally
still just like...
got dropped off by Ravel and them, walked like an hour to get into town, and then walked another hour just to get here.
Yeah. Would I even be conflicted at this? Fuck you. Well, Fawn rolled a 1. Does that mean anything for us?
If anybody glances over, Mr. Pretty has cast Mage Hand and tucked himself into Fawn's chest and has the hand wrapped around her so he can hug her as best as he can.
Oh. I was wondering what the mage hand was for, but I got wrapped up in that.
And
you know what? You know what? She hasn't been over here long enough. I think I'd actually look over. Go on.
I think it's now, about this time, Fawn actually takes her first step to come over and join the party.
She's gonna look at Fawn and just tilt her head.
Yeah, Eerie will meet her halfway and then just hug her.
You're the Fawn of Petra.
Her ears twitch and she hugs Eerie back and then looks up past her shoulder and tilts her head.
Eerie's just gonna straight pick up Fawn, because Fawn is small. And turn around, unfortunately, so Fawn is no longer facing her. Or no, do a side style. So that we're both, like, half facing her. And then look over at her and go, "You know too much for your own good."
That's kind of why the college had kicked me out a couple times.
College.
In Cudmatch, the big magical college that holds a lot of artifacts and teaches about the weave and how to harness it. They said I spout too much nonsense and stuff that I can't possibly know without. She'll just put up her hands. I swear to you, I'm not crazy. I promise.
I'm aware you are not.
Fauna is casting that right now, actually. I want to know what she wanted to say.
Yeah. Though your choice to continue to say things so...
Oh, it's because I also can't just keep my mouth shut sometimes.
Well, I'm gonna wait for that to detect thoughts.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yes, please.
Shit. Mushy!
Well, she can't
Oh, no.
impose disadvantage.
Oh no! And
oh wait, he would give her advantage. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. If anything, right now, if he did anything, he'd give her advantage.
Give her advantage.
Not...
Yeah. That's what I immediately realized the moment I said it.
Interesting. Okay, so she knows I cast a spell on her for one.
Yeah.
That's unfortunately the downside of this, but I didn't care in that moment.
Yeah.
You cast a spell. Empty action. Has an intelligence of 30 or more. And she was the one I chose. Okay, cool. Never mind. But she does know. Fawn squeezes Eerie and says, "Uh-oh."
What did you, what? Uh-oh.
You tried to use that to
So-
get into my mind.
You initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature, and she has to roll if I dive deeper. Fawn would have dove deeper, absolutely 5,000%. But
Yeah,
what
because
was her
Fawn wants
surface?
fucking answers.
What was her surface thought? Like, what was her vibe about us? I guess. What was her initial?
You get like a scramble of, really need to start picking from the garden. I really need to start talking about spells again. I need to make sure the college hasn't rejected my admissions for the 8th time.
Oh.
Interesting. Okay, well,
She's just going through
after
her
all of
laundry
that.
list.
After that, she would have dove deeper to try to figure out what she was leaving out. But, anyways, sorry, I'm done. She says, "Uh-oh."
Erie will just sigh softly
I'm sorry.
and then look over to her and start with, "What is your name?"
I pretty much gave myself the name. Arya Dracofly.
Why is her name Aria? What do you mean?
Because
Kaylee?
it's spelled the same way as the tiefling Kaylee made, by the way.
So you can't use her characters, but you're using them anyway. That's great. Uh,
Yeah, I already used Alexi, remember? All the way back in the first city.
yeah. Aria. She'll pause and continue with, there are not a lot of people who know of Petra, and the followers of her are the only ones who are supposed to know of her. Bringing up this kind of information so casually puts you as a target.
For who exactly?
She'll just pause for a minute, kind of look at the party and shrug a little bit and go, us.
But I've mentioned Petra at the college and they said Petra's not a god.
Vaughn looks to her and says, yes, she is. Take it back.
I didn't say she wasn't. That's why I was saying.
Where is this college? Maybe that's why she's dying. Where are they? I will go burn it down.
Fun. The college is not what we need to burn down.
My friend
she
told me
huffs
about
a
Petra.
little second and stamps her foot.
She can't stamp her foot, she's being held.
She goes to, and she's like, oh, look, okay, I know, I'm sorry.
My friend told me about Petra. He told me about where a dragon lives. He told me about a lot of things. He told me about what there will be, what could be.
Who is this friend that you speak of?
The one in the
And how do you
basement.
know so much?
How about we cut the chase to see this friend of yours? If you wouldn't mind.
I don't mind, as long as you don't bring your weapons into the basement.
Where's the house?
No weapons in the basement?
Where's the house?
Hold
The
up,
big
hold
one
up,
behind
hold
her.
up, hold up.
Great.
Why no weapons?
Because my house has a strict policy, no weapons inside. Because there's no fighting in the house, because we're all friends once we enter in the door.
Where's the
Where
basement?
do I put said weapons while they are not in use or on me, then?
Oh, we have barrels outside you can put them in for, like, if you need to clean them, you can soak them, or you can leave them out to dry.
Little Nut, we saw, like, no one here, right?
Yeah, the only thing you could see is, like, you just see someone, like, working in the water not too far from, like, the gate.
Yeah, but it's not like someone's gonna come over and steal our shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Our very expensive shit. Cool. Ariel, put Fawn down.
That's fine.
And sigh softly. Agreed. So I do not like it.
Thank you. I guarantee you nothing will happen that you'll need your weapons. I promise that.
Mm-hmm. Just
She is not lying. She's very
Down the
forthcoming and
tr-
truthful.
Okay. Okay, come on.
Fawn
She'll-
looks to Eerie and just nods. Okay.
By the amount of truth that she's choosing to spout, I doubt she would actually lie about that.
No, I have what my friend calls ADHD, and I can't keep anything focused in my head.
Oh, fuck you.
So I start rambling and rambling, and then an hour turns to 3 hours, and then nothing gets done.
Sounds like
And
us.
then we talk for like the total of 12 hours and then nothing gets done.
Oh my god! It
Oh my
sounds like
God. Yeah. It makes me want to cry. Not in like a I regret it, but in a fuck. Okay. She gonna start leading? I'm just gonna straight up follow.
She's going to, like, get her alpaca moving again.
Oh right, there's the invisible alpaca.
The large-ass alpaca.
Fawn does not put anything in the barrel, by the way.
What? Repeat?
Fawn doesn't put anything in the barrel, by the
Oh,
way.
in the barrel. Okay.
No, she doesn't put anything in the barrel.
Does Fawn have weapons?
Yes, she
Alan,
has weapons.
you can check her character sheet. She does not have weapons at all. She only ever uses her wild
magic.
shape and her magic.
Oh yeah, so she just wild shapes weapons into existence.
Fawn
Yeah, that's fair.
does not have weapons.
Actually have weapons, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you...
Ariel go to say something and then realize everything that she's done is magic and close her mouth and then look to Freja who's walking back over. Mushy's also with the girl, so Mushy ain't here.
Fawn shrugs.
I'm not a fan of the idea of leaving stuff behind.
I'm not either. Though, it won't be for long and it will not be far. And if I have to burn down a house, I will. She'll smile. I can't get rid of my throat.
Freja will put her weapons into the barrel.
Yeah. Iriel also regrettably put her weapons into the barrel. And get walking. He don't have shit, and I know that.
Not putting the weapons in the barrel. I'm sitting out here.
That works well enough for me, as long as you don't get in trouble. Though, she'll look at... Is this all overgrown to shit?
Yeah.
If it is only 2 people manning this, it might be helpful if you wanted to, I don't know, pick some vegetables. So you're not bored. And don't fall from high places.
Shut up, shut up, shut up. He's gonna start walking.
Fawn tilts her head. What do you mean? Fall from high places.
Oh, you were out of it. He decided to fall down a 3-story cliff to meet up with me and Esther. And I managed to catch him.
I think Fawn just starts walking over to him.
Oh, yeah, he's in trouble, and she's gonna smile.
Freaking Eerie talking about... I thought it would be cool if I
She's
landed
gonna
on
grab
my
his
feet.
hand.
Hi. He's just gonna smile.
You could have hurt yourself.
I thought it would be cool. I thought I would be fine.
Okay, well, you're gonna take this. She leans forward and kisses him on the snout and casts enhance ability and gives him cat's grace. Which is ironic, but she does it. Yeah, and then she's gonna just nod and then pet the top of his head. That way if you decide to jump again, you will hurt a little bit less when Erie's not there to catch you.
No, I don't need Erie to catch me. I'm professional, my own.
Yeah, you are.
I've got stuff to pick.
She pulls him into a hug really quick before he turns around and then squeezes him before letting go and quickly turning around and walking away. I gave him a kitty cat, didn't we?
Maybe if he was good at landing like a cat instead of trying to impersonate one.
I really want to know if he can smell it.
Smell what? The cat?
Yeah, that I just put on him. Oh, I'm sorry. I have to put cat fur on them when I do it. So, like, there's some cat fur inside of his fur hidden somewhere right now, so I could cast it on him.
Where'd you get the cat fur from?
I pet so many cats.
Erie's just gonna grab you both and start walking as she starts to genuinely crack up.
And then she says, all of you have a piece of fur on you hidden somewhere.
Well, at least
can
you're not-
guarantee I do not.
I was gonna say, at least you're not taking fur from Frasier that Cole has cat hair.
We haven't
Come
gotten there yet.
along.
Okay, cool. Next
I
map
think
is set up.
Fawn will grab Erie's hand and actually walk next to her, not being drug anymore, and just say under her breath, "Thank you.
Always.
I'm sorry for being out of it."
I do not blame you. And we'll get probably inside. Do we actually hear what's going on over here, or is it just like dead ass quiet?
There's like splashing of water, clothes being like pinned up. I'm gonna say the gate's open, so you do see like the Zekiel covered in black scales, just like folding laundry and cleaning it.
I think Fawn stops in her tracks and accidentally pulls Erie. And just is blinking, looking at.
Erie will look over and nod slightly. My father was a white-scaled dragon. It didn't affect me.
You don't have hidden scales?
She'll like pull up her arms and like do the you know how people do like the makeup swatches and then they go back and forth?
Mm-hmm.
She'll do that and you can barely see scales. And she'll continue with, I took more after my mother as she was the drow. And the one who carried me.
Ah, that makes sense.
She'll
He
nod.
must have been carried by Zekiel.
By a dragon.
Yes.
Agma
does
just starts
he-
whistling.
Oh, like to get attention?
Nope.
No, Fawn immediately clues into that and looks to him. He's up to something.
I want to grab him by his horns. He's
walked
close.
off. Fawn says the last time he started whistling, he walked off.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
No!
Suck dick.
Ariel pause. Ooh.
Fuck you.
Yeah, that was my reaction. That's hers.
Wisdom save?
Go on.
Fuck, he's not good. Wisdom save! Fuck!
Stop.
Agmas is just gonna stop in his tracks. Fuck.
And then she's gonna nudge Erie. There you go. He's mine now. Hold on one second. And then she's gonna start thinking, I'm pretty sure I have a way to extend this. I'm just trying to figure out how to do that.
I mean, it's concentration up to a minute. Ariel just walk over. He's shorter than her. Still. Agmos is. Now, anyway. Right?
Yeah.
And then
No, they're on par.
Fawn's gonna
Except
walk
he's
next to
an
him
inch shorter, I think.
and then
It was
says,
something. Anyway.
would you answer her questions, please? Truthfully?
I don't have anything to say. I don't have anything to say.
Well, not yet, sweetie, because she hasn't asked questions. And then she'll look to Yuri.
I don't have anything to say. Insight.
Oh, I'm helping with that shit. I also
He's got...
Okay, so that means I get advantage?
You get advantage. Just get a nat 20.
I have to beat a nat?
He got a nat 20.
I have a +9.
He got a nat 20 with the -1.
That's so stupid. So 19. That's wild.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get a nat.
I believe in you.
I don't.
I have plus.
I'm also lying. I was going to give it to you anyways.
Why? It's a nat.
Because he's a terrible liar, and I don't know why he got a nat, so I choose to fail. Fuck you.
Oh, so you're playing meets it beats anyway still.
Yeah, in a sense, yeah.
So he gets to look prim and proper and think that he totally did it.
He thinks he
It's like,
won, yeah.
I was perfect. And then
also-
she just blinks at him.
You also haven't asked a question yet, so yeah. He thinks he got away with it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Where do you think you're going whistling like that?
To the house
all
to
good.
avoid the next conversation I have with you.
I think Fawn bumps him. Oh, what conversation was that?
The one I really don't want to have. Because I feel
Which
like it's
is?
going to kill me.
Is that the creature in the basement? Or
Yeah.
your failure? Yeah? Yeah? Okay.
No.
No?
No, but, you know how powerful demons have worshippers?
What's in the basement is another demon, isn't it?
Nope. That Zekiel is alive because I chose to let him live.
I don't believe that.
You feel free to incite him. I'm not rolling deception.
You chose to let him live. What do you... What? She's just gonna tilt her head
Oh, that's great.
and
Fawn's
go...
like, leave him.
And you chose to let two Zekiel live. Why?
I only let Alvar live.
So you never actually let me live. I was a surprise to you.
This third one is a surprise to me. Alvar was the sacrifice that I was supposed to inhabit.
And failed.
As you can see, I'm stuck in a dog's body, not a Zekiel body.
Not much of a dog anymore. Tell me why I should let you live.
You need someone to fight the Demon King with you, don't? The more people
But
you
why
have
do I
in your
need
courts,
you?
the merrier.
Right, but what makes that needing of you?
because you won't have your revenge this way. It won't be as satisfying.
But it will.
I think it'll just leave a nice little hole still.
Not really. You've cowered, you've groveled, and you've begged. Under my hands.
And you've sulked. You've contemplated death.
And?
And what exactly makes you so different than me?
I know that power isn't all that I'm worth.
I'm
saw,
here to help.
like,
I'm here to help you get rid of the Demon King. After that, you can get your revenge any way you like to, or I'll give you the battle you so deserve.
or I could just kill you while you're weak.
That is not as satisfying.
But it is. If he wants to insight, he's welcome to.
Oh, he's not going to.
Okay. For I was also weaker when you tore me down.
You weren't
And you were stronger
anything.
than me.
You weren't anything when I tore you down. You were this naive pup.
How stable are those horns?
They're so-so.
Is he still held? I think a minute's passed.
Yeah, a minute's passed.
Yeah. So he's doing this amicably at this point. And Iri will just grab both of his horns and start pulling them apart from each other.
Cool, give me an athletics.
Please be decent. 26.
Yeah, you start pulling them apart.
Like, successfully?
Yeah. I think
Fun
Esther's
gasps and turns around.
Esther's gonna grab onto Irie's arm. Let's not.
Only when he begs.
Irie,
This is the point where you don't talk to me.
this is the point where I care too much to let you do this.
Or is
He's
it the
going to-
point where you think he's more important to keep him alive?
It's the point where this is not the time and place to do this.
There isn't a time and place. Ever.
I'm not defending the man who's hurt you. Truly, I'm not. But I don't want to see you do this here.
Is Agnos showing any sign of, like, anything?
He's trying his best to keep like a pretty straightish face.
How well is he holding that straight face?
Let me roll a deception, or let me roll a performance. -1.
And then I roll what?
Insight.
Ugh.
Would you like to roll again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
He's not holding himself together well. He's actually feeling pain again for once. He's confused about why he can hold pain.
She'll pull Agmos into her so then she can be in his ear and go, naive and a pup was nothing that I ever was. I did fight you after all, didn't I? And she'll let go of him and shove him forward.
I'll grab onto his horns and just start walking out of the farm. Esther's just gonna hug Yuri. I'm sorry.
She's not gonna hug back for a minute. But she'll, after, like, uncomfortably long, wrap an arm around him. So be it.
He'll let go of Yuri. Right. We've got something to see.
Yep, she just straight starts walking. Like, without everyone.
I think Esther's gonna try to walk out of sight and just punch his hand into the bricks. Just
That's
out
a
of
very you
frustration.
thing to do.
It is, but fuck you.
Well, fuck you.
She'll look to the three of them that have walked up. So, we ready?
I suppose as ready as we can be.
If you need more time, I don't mind giving you more time.
No, it's fine. I'd rather figure out what's going on more than anything else.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I think Esther will just leave himself behind as the three of you walk around to the front door, going inside this nice, warm. I don't have an interior. Nice, warm farm.
I don't have an ear interior.
I don't have an interior.
I don't have
just
an
now.
interior.
I don't have an interior.
Nice, warm
Just
home.
like how
Like,
you said it so quick.
Yeah, I
don't
know.
have interior.
I don't got any, nothing special. You walk into this nice warm home. There's like a very almost calm sense inside the house. She'll walk you all to a door that leads to a staircase down to the basement. I'll go first, and so that way I can light the candles while we're going down.
Okay.
Fawn's gonna just reach out to all the face shit she's ever felt before. Does this feel like a trap? don't know what this would be. This is just, I guess, her instinct. This feels very candles being lit before we walk down to go see this person. This feels very ritual. And she's like, is this a trap? I don't feel good here, actually.
I'll leave that to your player discretion. I don't need you to roll anything. Just however you think you would feel.
Shit. Okay. I think Fawn's gonna slightly pull on Yuri's arm before they walk through a threshold of any sort to go down. I don't feel right about this.
Arya will start walking down the stairs ahead of them, not even waiting.
Once they'll look around the doorway. Are there any, like... I also
like,
might be reading too much into this.
It goes straight from, like, a nice, like, wooden house, like a wooden frame, to straight up stone. Stone walls.
Yeah. I think Fawn will start pointing that out for one. I think she just points... That's not...
Can I
that
take a big
make
whiff?
sense. Candles needing to be lit is a ritual.
Yeah, give me a perception to smell.
That's not my good. It's decent. Does it smell familiar?
The smell of ash, dust, almost like a mix of fey and shadow, like fell smells and aromas from the candles themselves.
Okay. It almost smells like home.
I don't know if it's supposed to make us feel calm. I don't know if it's supposed... She looks at Yuri and she shakes her head.
If you would like to stay here, it's alright. I'm still going.
Frasier kind of just leans in between them. I'm getting goosebumps as well from this.
Yeah, no, I got gypped out of, like, giving the big bad at least one less horn, so I'm not the most nice right now. Fawn, or not, Yuri will grab Frasia's hand and, switch it, so then, Fawn is holding Frasia. And smile kindly and go, then you both stay here. And we'll continue to go in.
Oh. Frasier looks at Fawn. We're not going to let her go by herself, are we?
Fawn just closes her eyes, and she tries to pray to Petra again. And she nods.
When Fawn prays, there's just like the sound of groaning and almost like snapping.
Does it sound like Petra in pain when it's a groan? Because I know that sounds stupid, but I would know what my mother in pain sounds like.
It does.
I think she stops praying. I don't think she knows how to do that, and then also that she'll just nod and then squeeze Frasia's hand. I'm gonna go, even though I know this is a bad thing. And she's gonna step inside the doorway.
Three of you begin to walk down these stone steps into a wooden floored basement. I've kind of done a little bit of renovation to it since I first found it. So a lot of the wood's still good. Do you see the map now?
Yep. Well, I'm fucking up there.
Yeah, that was waiting a second because I knew that you were up there
Yeah.
before us. The entire way down, though, I think Fawn is a little more timid in this situation, and she is looking for any like inscribings in the wood or in the stone that's around us. She's looking for like all the ritual things that she knows should be like our ritual things that she's also done. So in other words, she's going to try to piece together exactly what's happening as we walk.
Arya will get to the balcony and point to the large metal double doors sitting there. He's just straight through there, past the first and second set of doors.
Ariel will just walk up to her. Kind of tilt her head and go, interesting. Do you always lock him back up, or does he lock himself back up?
I've never seen him. I talked to him through a door.
She's gonna stare at this stupid bitch and repeat with, pardon?
I talked to him through the door.
And how did you start this ritual?
I light the candles to make myself feel safe.
And then she looks at the door.
He talks to me like I'm a person.
How big of a gap is there? Like enough for her to like jump off of this and glide
you can
down,
jump down
to the door? Cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. And she needs this door right here, right?
Yeah, she said through the first and second set of double doors.
Okay. And she's not gonna move to follow, is she?
She's not moved from that spot.
We're walking into a trap, aren't we?
Yes,
We're gonna die,
absolutely. No, it can't happen.
aren't we?
Fawn's got a boyfriend to get to.
No.
Okay. Do I only hear one set of steps going? A fawn's on high alert. Deer in a forest when they're spooked, ridiculous. Do I only hear one set of feet walking away?
I mean, Eerie did like a glide, so
Yeah.
you would hear like no footsteps for a
Shit.
second before just like the
Okay.
full-on landing footsteps.
Well, you would still hear her wings. She's not quiet.
Okay.
The unfurling and then the glide and then the landing and then step.
Good. Okay. I was like, do I think Eerie would pick her up? No, I don't think she would. Okay. When they get to the top of these steps, I do think that she grabs Frasia's hand and then points to her ears.
Something's wrong.
She didn't go with. She didn't go with her.
Frasia's gonna reach into her armor and pull out a sheathed dagger that she's kept in her armor.
Fawn smiles, and then she's gonna hold up her fingers, and both hands are gonna grow her long talons as her fingernails turn black, and it drips down her hands into like her skin. And she smiles.
I like your tricks.
I mean-
do I wait? Yes, no. No, I don't.
It's that or claws.
Doors
Your
get
doors.
open.
The large metal doors squeal as they're pushed open.
Like they've been opened recently or never been opened.
Haven't been opened in a while.
And she says she talks to them every night. Didn't she say that?
Every so often.
Every so often. Okay. So, yeah, whatever. Continue down. Unless if I'm stopped by anything.
You can see while you're walking by the few cells of beds with chains, blood smeared across the floors.
Like recent?
It's old. Not necessarily recent,
Okay.
probably like a couple months old.
Months.
Mm-hmm.
Erie's gonna stop at that, though. Because that... And then she'll walk, like, only far enough down to look at the other cell. This one also... Is this blood newer or older?
That one's newer.
Like, how new?
Only a few days new.
Erie's gonna walk the fuck back out.
Frasier makes like direct eye contact with Erie.
Erie looks back at Frasier, and it's just like something's not right here.
I don't think
Aria.
Fawn would have moved in with her.
Cool.
Why is
Frasier's
there blood everywhere?
Hearing that question, Frasier's gonna grab one of Arya's arms, pull it behind her back, and put the blade to her neck. The blood isn't anything to worry about, and I thought I asked for no weapons.
Well, and then you take us down to a dingy basement that reeks of the Fae and Shadowfell. With blood that is a few months old to only a few days old. I think... Can I whole ass, like, get back up here?
Is there a spell on her?
You can get back up there. There is like a spell cast on her and her armor.
Oh.
Fawn's gonna get a little bit closer and then grab her face and open up her eyes and look her over and then look to Erie.
She's under magic. Everywhere. It's actually, she sniffs her. She reeks of it. Her armor as well.
I think I
don't
remember.
know if
Under my old lord, there was something about some weird magic perfection cult.
Magic perfection cult. Arya's not defending herself at any point now, is she?
She's just staring like straight ahead, like
Like through Fawn?
through Fawn.
Not at Fawn, through her.
Yeah, to where the doors are. Okay, I don't have Dispel Magic. Can I try and... No, you already detected magic. Detect magic doesn't really help anything.
I don't. See, the problem with it being. Oh, I do. I think Fawn looks at the doors and then she's like, I really wish I could get rid of that. Oh my gosh. And she turns around and she almost claps her hands on both sides of her cheeks and casts Dispel Magic. We'll use 5th level though.
Cool. The magic, like, dissipates off of Arya's body as she just... Her eyes, like...
It sounds
Kind
like a bubble pops. That's what this
Bubble
spell
pop.
sounds like. Yeah.
Her eyes just glaze over as she just falls limp in Frasia's grip. Well, that's one way of doing it.
Is she
Fawn smiles.
dead?
She's breathing.
Is she injured?
Fawn claps a little bit. Yay!
No, she probably just... If it was any, like, mind modify spell, she's probably just out of it for a moment.
We're going to be getting out of here, though. She'll pick up Arya, and
Frasier has her.
oh, Frasier has her. Like, can Frasier pick her up?
Yeah, she's got, like, one arm behind her, and then Arya's, like, well, how tall? Hold on. She's, like, 5'7", so Frasier can totally just straight pick her up.
Cool. I am going to usher you guys up the stairs, and Eerie is going to, like, not all of these fires are started, right?
They all are.
They all are?
Oh,
What ones
here.
did she start?
She only started, like, the candle she was holding and this one on the wall closest to them. The rest of them were already lit.
Fawn will cast Gust of Wind down the entire hallway as soon as we get closer to put the fires out, and then the
Yeah.
ones in the distance that she can't reach, she casts Prestidigitation to put them out.
Frasier's going to, like,
Now,
smell the
here's
air
the
for a
thing.
second. Go ahead.
Do they go out?
They do go out.
Okay,
Okay.
good.
Eerie still makes sure that she's the one at the back, though. Frasia's in the middle and Fawn's in front.
Fawn's gonna
I-
help Frasier with her up the stairs as much as she can.
Frasier's going to, like, move Arya over and just set her on top of the box here for a moment.
Okay.
I think we should see what's past the second doors.
Fawn stops on the stairs and turns around. What?
Is this DM intervention?
No, this is her actual character curiosity.
Okay.
You are going to pick her up and go upstairs.
There's
We
an
are
actual...
not doing this as 3 people. Without weapons, mind you.
If she was the only one
Don't-
down here...
Because she was being used.
Yes.
I will make this an order if I have to.
I don't smell anyone else down here.
Eerie looks annoyed. But I don't know.
There's no other sense down here, and it's better to see if there's anyone or anything still left behind that second door.
How heavy is she?
Frasier or Arya?
Frasier.
With her armor on, she's about 300 or so pounds.
Is that too much for me?
I'm gonna have you roll an athletics check.
Fawn
Okay.
is gonna say really quick.
Fuck.
Is this an instinct that you have?
Fuck.
Erie's going to grab her under her arms, and we're just straight flying through to here. I will kick these doors open.
Well, I would have asked, like, you to ask before flying me. I've never flown before. Oh, you can kick the doors open.
We're gliding, she says quite bluntly. And then she'll flap her wings a few times, and then land the both of them.
She'll press, like, a hand against the door. Oh, I don't like that. That's a weird sensation.
And we'll be doing it again if we are in danger.
It's like going up and down a hill really fast.
Yes. Now, what do you sense? These two, obviously, there's not much there. Erie has made sure that she is in sight of Fawn.
Yeah, I was gonna say Fawn did polymorph. I think she's gonna just like either fly or ass. Oh, Tiny Mouse.
Tiny
Okay,
Mouse.
that's fine.
Hell yeah.
Thank you. She's gonna put her in her pocket. Okay, please come with me, and we're gonna start walking. I'm looking still for any sign of things. If I find runes, places, or stuff that have been marked into stuff, she is scratching it out with her own nails.
Okay, hey Sydney.
What?
What time do you need to be going to bed?
I don't want to go to bed. I'm not sleepy. I took
She's
a
got
3-hour nap.
adrenaline right now.
Okay, can I pee?
Yeah, go
Oh
pee.
my god, can I pee?
Go
yeah,
pee.
can we both pee?
Yay, let's go pee!
Yay!
Girl pee time.
Do you want anything else to eat real quick?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay. I love you and fuck you.
What?
I love you and fuck you.
Cry.
What?
Cry.
Fuck you.
Cry.
Ah. money. What do you think the odds are if I went downstairs to make potatoes that she'd come back?
Pretty high.
Okay. You just let me know.
I'm taking my phone with me. Just snap me.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh my god, my cats did something to my computer. I thought I closed the door and one of them was all over the fucking keyboard.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, sorry, I'm back now that I have access to my computer again. I don't know where I was. All I saw
Fine.
was games and there was no way out. And I tried Task Manager, but that was unhelpful. I also got a snack because I hadn't eaten dinner yet.
Oh, it's good.
Hi, did Sydney end up getting food?
I got a snack.
Good. My snack's in the microwave, but it's okay.
I opened up the fridge to give my cats some kitty treats that I freeze for them because they like to munching on them with their teeth.
Yeah.
And I saw that I had 2 Eggo waffles left.
Motherfucking Eggos.
So I made my Eggos with my natural honey and organic peanut butter. It's good as shit. And it was actually cheap as hell. It was like 90 cents for the jar that I got.
Oh, for the jar of peanut butter?
Yeah, and that's why I was like, okay, but I looked at it and it's like just straight peanuts and honey.
Yeah.
And I was like, alright, dude, this is the best fucking peanut butter I've ever had in my life.
Oh.
Jif who? Peter Pan what?
Well, I don't really like peanut butter, so I can't really argue pro or con.
Mm.
But it's mostly because peanut butter don't like me.
Oh no.
No, I just get sick because of all the oil.
Are you allergic to peanut oil?
No, I'm
Like
not
too?
allergic. I'm not allergic to it. It's just there's so much oil in it that my stomach can't handle it.
Understood.
Yeah. Because in order to get that emulsion, you have to use an ungodly amount of oil.
I believe it.
Like, I made homemade peanut butter once, and it took 4 cups of oil for 2 cups of nuts. Yeah. So, yeah. I'm gonna go double check on my snack. It should not be that much longer. It said it only had 3 minutes left in the microwave, and then I'm gonna throw it back in the microwave for a minute. Microwave.
Take your time, dude. I can't believe we walked into your trap.
There's no trap here.
I don't believe you.
There's no trap here.
Not yet.
It would be such a lame trap if this was the trap.
I know it's coming, though. I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my ass.
There's no trap.
It's coming.
There's no trap. Why are you panicking? There's no trap.
Fawn is on high alert, sir. Her god just groaned to her in pain.
Yeah, don't worry. The trap comes in the nightmare sequences Fawn's gonna have.
Pardon me?
Yeah. You're pardoned.
Why? What'd I do? What'd she do? Who'd she piss off?
Oh, she didn't piss off anyone. It's just because you're linked to Petra.
Oh shit, kinda like how Nevaeh's stuff bled.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Well, Fond wouldn't know this information, but now I'm scared of her falling asleep.
And you gotta
Oh,
sleep
well.
eventually, buddy.
I know. And Fawn doesn't know but any better. She's gonna fall asleep. She fell asleep with knowing somebody was sleeping in her shadows. Like, she knows it has to happen. That is the way of life. It has to happen. Or she will go crazy. Little does she know, even falling asleep, she will still go crazy. Is Mr. Pretty gonna let him?
No. He's being stubborn.
I think Mr. Pretty would try once to sneak it in there, because all he has to do is be touching him. He was asking for permission to be polite. Oh, cool. My cat's closed my internet browser. I didn't realize that. Wait a minute, I gotta pull that back up. Hello, Roll20.
Welcome back, Sydney.
Thanks. Also, this map is eerie and awesome. Like, I really do like this map.
Thank you. I picked it just for this moment. There was a version of the map with the gate that Fridge is by open.
Oh, I need to do that first.
Gotta cover some fat people. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Hello. Hi. What? Okay.
Sydney kept saying she's upset that we walked into my trap, which you didn't, because there's no trap here.
There is a trap. Okay,
There's no
so
trap. You guys are
There's a trap.
freaking out over nothing.
no, you're lying to me. You're lying to us
Why would I ever lie to you two?
because you're an asshole.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't lie.
Yes, you do.
Says who?
Says me, your wife.
That's a fib and a sin. A fibbin.
Mhm.
And you say mine are bad. Shut the fuck up.
They are. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, so we are in this terrifying place. I am standing at the door.
There are long claw and scratch marks in the floor and the walls. 2 braziers
Like from-
lit. And a chained up metal door on the floor.
Okay.
Damn.
What does Frasier do? Knock on the door.
She's gonna try to, like, open it. Just, like, pulling on it.
Do you want to die?
Dying? No. Figuring out what's in here? Yes.
Ariel sigh. What is the language of Undercommon? Maybe.
What are you trying to figure out?
What's the language of not the Fae but the Shadowfell?
Abyssal and Undercommon.
Cool. I'll go with Abyssal because that one's more widely known. And call out, is there anyone in here?
There'll be like a slam against the door here.
Where Freyja is.
Yeah.
Does she jump?
It's like powerful enough to like knock her backwards to her just on her ass.
Irie's gonna walk up to this door. Not stand on it, not touch it. And continue with, why are you here?
In like a broken common, a voice will call out from inside there. Because we were left here.
Left here by who?
The one who has no name. The one who will not give a name.
That's not anything that we know, right?
Nope. It's very vague and cryptic.
She'll just tilt her head. And then look at the room. Is there blood in here?
There's no blood in here.
Oh, okay. So whatever blood thing was happening was only in the cells, and it never came into here.
Yep.
Okay. Do the doors open slightly at all?
They do open slightly. Just very slightly.
Yeah, enough to not really see in or out, but know that the doors are able to be opened.
You can see a little bit. There's like an eerie, like, blue to pink glow coming from the doors.
Okay.
Did you kill my friend? The only person I have spoken with.
Arya is not dead. Did you put Arya under a spell?
I have never seen.
Okay. I'm gonna... I have never seen.
Yep.
That's too vague to actually insight. You'll just look at the door and go, of course you haven't seen. You're over there, aren't you?
If I cannot see, how can I cast a spell on someone?
Not every spell is sight, but that is a very wise choice. For the name of the unknown, is this a person that has been here, I imagine a very long time ago, before Arya was here?
She who gave a mind to create a body. The one who can no longer remember who they once were.
That's again no bells. Right?
No bells.
Okay. I thought not. In that I cannot aid you. Though, why do you tell Arya of things that she herself should not know?
Because I am still connected. I can still know things, learn things, even though I'm still only here, present and undying.
Fawn's
Wait.
gonna cast a message to Eerie and say, "Is he talking about the book lady?"
Book lady. Who's the book lady?
We saw. Well, it was my character Willow, and then she became Locke, the Lady of Knowledge or something, and it was the ancestral that we met in that little hut, and she had a ton of books, and that was how Fawn knew that Paris was still alive.
Right.
And she talked about the sacrifices her and her friends made, but that was very vague. But she also said that she didn't used to look like that.
Do we know the name Willow? Was Willow given?
No,
we don't know
No.
the name Willow. So the
That
book
was-
lady, we don't have
That was
anything
knowledge
to go off
Sydney
of that.
knows. Correct. All we know is the book
Yeah.
lady. That was it.
Yeah.
That's all. She called
Ariel-
herself a lady of knowledge. So,
Yeah, Eerie will pause, and continue with, "Are you an ancestral?"
I know the word ancestral, but I am not ancestral. I serve ancestral, but I will never become ancestral.
Okay. What kind of magic is on these chains?
There is straight up no magic on these chains.
I don't like that.
how does he know Petra?
Well, it knows all the knowledge of the ancestrals. So of course it
Oh
knows Petra.
shit! Hey,
Yeah.
Sydney just put that together. My bad, pimp.
No, you're good. That's why I asked if it is an ancestral. It is not an ancestral, but it has the knowledge of an ancestral because it serves under an ancestral.
This is sounding very Noxian.
Yeah.
Hey, they
Sorry.
don't
Ariel,
exist.
Yeah. She'll then ask, Ravel, right?
Yeah, that's his name, Ravel.
Do you know Ravel?
The doors try to get pushed open again. You know Ravel. You know the one who's not meant to be here.
Wait. So Ravel's the one who's not supposed to be here?
No.
Wait, where did this conversation start?
And ancestral knowledge. They are an ancestral but not ancestral. And then you went to
No,
Ravel.
before that. Before that,
Um,
they said they were locked down here by someone.
Who has no name.
Yeah, someone who has no name. So it's not Ravel, because Ravel has a fucking name. But the one who should not be here is Ravel.
Oh no.
Why is he not supposed to be here?
Because the Wish Dragon is not his responsibility. Only one ancestral to a Wish Dragon.
Wait,
This world contains two ancestrals, not one.
hold up. Which is why Ravel is so terrified of being found out, because then he will be returned. Who is the ancestral of this plane that guards the Wish Dragon?
Dead.
Well, that explains what's happening to Petra. How were they
Know
killed?
that? I don't think it's related.
The ancestral who guarded the dragon perished by the dragon.
Oh. Oh.
Because the dragon had a child.
Biological child or adoptive child?
A child who moves between worlds. Who breaks the rules.
Oh god. I look dead at Fawn.
Fawn just blinks her eyes.
Petra's the wish dragon.
She tilts her head.
Petra is not
I
a
don't-
god.
But she has the powers of a god once for a person.
The voice stays silent for a little bit. Vraja just looks to Eerie. What is
Eerie's
happening?
just staring at Fawn.
I need to go home.
Yes. But Petra is sick. She's sick with the shadows. And you drank the shadows. And instead of you being injured, Petra took it herself?
The Lord of Darkness has taken the dragon.
God.
The dragon no longer lies in the Fae. The dragon lies in the shadow.
The shadow fell? No, the shadow, because it's not the shadow fell.
The dragon will become a shadow beast, and the world will fall into shadow.
No.
But that's if we don't finish caring for the sages, because if we care for the sages, then we can also care for the dragon.
The sages
Because if
delay.
we try...
The dragon is the linchpin to this world. Once the dragon dies, the world
There's
dies.
Do we
Fra-
just leave you here?
Frigid stands up and just starts scratching her hair. So what? We have to go... Do we have to find the sage, rescue a dragon?
No, we forget about the sages for right now. We rescue the dragon.
Thank you.
But she turns back to look at the doors here. Do we leave you?
Your own free will
Mr.
dictates if you wish to open the door for me or to leave me.
But what will you do once you're free?
I have no objective, no goal. Simply to help, simply to talk.
Which means, if we are to come back, and the prophet finds you missing before we are back, you are dead.
The prophet may not interact with the material. He must follow his own rules he sets. Yes, he be punished by his superior.
The prophet has a superior?
The prophet is no god, but a man posing as one.
He pulls magic just like somebody else.
He is but a warlock, scared and feeble.
Will you stay not in this room, but on this farmstead if we let you out?
I am happy to oblige that command.
Um. Yeah, I'm gonna work off the chains.
Fawn will help.
Cool. You can either do athletics, an attack, a spell attack.
What is a well no, we're gonna need that to fly the castle. I can't use that.
Fawn will help.
You
however
said
she can.
athletics? 24.
Cool. You pull apart these rusty chains, pulling the large wooden doors open. Out reaches a mechanical hand, then 2, then 4.
Pretty. Huh. Ariel just tilts her head because this is the first time she's seen mechanics.
So does Fawn.
Well, I suppose I have an additional question. Do you know what is happening in the cells?
The cult. They had came for her. She screamed throughout the night, and then she only smiled, praying to a god that doesn't exist.
So we have removed her brainwashing.
You have removed the mental barrier, but the physical scars will remain.
As all things do.
The sage of this
Okay.
land is still important to you, because without the sages, you cannot cure the dragon's illness.
I'm gonna glare at this bitch. And then say, but you said the dragon was the most important.
Chasing after a dragon, it will be enveloped by shadows when you get to it, angry and wanting to kill, which means
And
you
even
would
if
have
we-
to kill.
Right, but if we help the sages, we still don't help the dragon.
The sages can pour their power into a weapon to purify. That is their goal, their purpose in this world.
So... She's gonna sigh and look at Fawn and continue with, so if the dragon turns to shadow, we can still reverse it?
An arrow of light to pierce its heart will revert it from shadow back to light.
I think Fawn walks over to Eerie and grabs her hand and says,
I will trust whatever you decide, but I don't think I can be a part of this decision.
and she walks back towards the entrance.
Yeah. Or look back to the whatever they are. I lost my question.
You're good. Take your time.
So we have to protect the sages, therefore they will protect the dragon. But How will that affect Fawn when she loses her mom to the shadow?
The power she has is derived from the dragon. Her power will turn dark, and so will the mind.
So we have no time to sleep. Is there anything that can slow this?
One who is afflicted by shadow can take other shadows.
But at the risk of losing themselves.
At the risk of sustained damage.
Alan, you suck.
I'm awesome.
No, like, it's not even fun.
I'm technically afflicted. I can sustain a little bit of damage.
Right, but no. Because you're connected to the Wish Dragon, and if you take on anything else, it goes straight to the Wish Dragon as well.
Yep.
Which means the only option is to use Esther. Because that's the only other person that we know afflicted with Shadow. You suck.
I don't suck.
You do.
This has been planned for a while. I do not suck.
Okay, well, the fact that it's been planned for a while sucks. How about that?
Oh, we can do it together. We'll do it together. Mama and I will back us there.
Probably gonna die before that happens.
Then we'll get him back. We'll figure it out. We have to. Denise crying.
I was like, why am I wet?
I'm outweigh it.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm tired of I feel like I have an option and then I don't.
You do have an option.
I fucking don't. What do you think my option is? Kill the Wish Dragon?
No. That's a bad option.
Yeah, no shit.
We go save the sages. And then we go save my mama. With
You
their...
Right, but it's still not
Supercharge
gonna be
arrow.
enough time.
Oh,
You do
no.
have enough time.
Mm-mm.
How?
Okay. Maybe we think it's gonna happen a lot faster.
You think it's gonna happen a lot faster. They just got the Wish Dragon.
They just got my mama.
Okay,
And
but
you
said it's
just
afflicted
came
by
from
shadow.
the Fae. Yes, it's afflicted by shadow, but you see how fast the shadow takes people. It's not that fast.
What do you mean it's not that fast?
Esther has been afflicted by a shadow since almost the very fucking beginning.
Yeah, which hasn't even been a year into the campaign. It takes it in a matter of months.
Which you still have time.
Yeah, but it takes months to get everywhere.
That's the months you were talking about. Okay. Yeah. Mm.
Okay. This is my
Ow,
last
son of a
question.
bitch.
How long will it take for the shadow to over? No, actually it doesn't even. It doesn't fucking matter. Actually, so never mind. Is she still a mouse?
Yeah,
Yes.
she's in my pocket.
Oh, she's in your pocket. Okay.
I have it in my pocket.
Well, I hope you enjoy your freedom.
I will enjoy the life that is left here.
Ready to say anything? Or is she just gonna follow me?
She's mostly just like stunned, bewildered, and confused all at once.
Okay. I'll just start walking out and I'll grab her hand if I have to.
Keep walking. Sorry.
Yeah.
See,
Maybe
guys, no
he'll
trap.
Not yet.
What do you mean not yet? There's no trap here. This is not a trap.
Not here. But it's gonna happen.
We want to shove us to the next map.
Do.
Then we can just call it for the session.
Do.